What is up, DB fans? This is Cyberman312 coming at you live from the 31st universe. Here to talk some Dragon Ball Super. / commercial free, by the way. Dragon Ball Super review. This is actually part 6. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is a multi-part review here. So here is Zamasu. And by the way, there's no music, just to get the videos out faster. And, you can actually play your own music in the background if you want. This is just for a multi-parter to get these videos out faster, okay? So there will be music in the other videos. Don't worry, y'all. But yeah, here's Zamasu just telling Goku, like, don't fucking tell me what to do, you fucking Ningen. I'm a god. Because Goku tells Zamasu, like, your fight is with me, buddy. Don't try to fuck with other people's fights. Focus on your opponent, man. Don't be a little pussy. Cheap shotting people in the back. And yeah, Goku hits Zamasu again. And Goku, he hits Zamasu down really hard, right? And Zamasu is out cold and knocked out and everything. And Zamasu actually gets back up. And it's pretty funny because and kind of like eye-opening at the same time, because Goku, he hits Zamasu so hard. And he's just there. He's just watching Zamasu, seeing if he gets up right there. And it's just a crazy, shock wave or whatever you want to call it that causes when Goku hits Zamasu down. But Goku hits Zamasu down, and he's just watching him. And he's just thinking, as he sees Zamasu get up, he's like, dude, holy crap, man. He really is immortal. And this is why it's funny, because Goku must have done some crazy move that would have killed anybody, anybody that has a spine or something. He probably did some crazy move that just breaks every bone in your spine, every bone in your neck. I want to say that Goku probably decapitated him without decapitating him, if you know what I mean. He probably broke every bone in his neck, so that way he's basically severed his spinal cord or whatever he has. And Goku's just like, holy crap, dude, he really is immortal, because that should have killed anything that can breathe, but yeah, so Goku's like, holy crap, dude, this guy is actually immortal. Like, how do we beat him, so he's probably thinking okay, I got to be careful with this and not waste all my energy, because this guy is basically an android. I could beat him down, and no matter what, I'll just be losing energy, and eventually he'll have the upper hand. So Goku's a genius, obviously more so a genius than Zamasu will ever be, because, Zamasu, obviously he has a disadvantage because he's a Kai instead of being a Saiyan. He can't really get stronger. He has a really low limit, I guess you could say, to his potential. But anyway, here Karasu and Gowasu are like, holy crap, dude. Where are these guys? So they just fly off to be able to observe the fight. Maybe they discussed behind the scenes how they're going to help out. Maybe they're thinking man, these Saiyans aren't going to want to fuse, but we're going to have to try and make them. So yeah. So here's Bulma. She actually recognizes the fact that Zamasu and Goku are out in the distance fighting, and so is Vegeta fighting with the other Zamasu inside of Goku's body. So she looks around, she looks both ways to make sure it's safe, to come out, to cross or whatever. She looks left, she looks right, and makes sure that everybody's gone. And she is just so resourceful, man. She came prepared, and it's good that she came. And I don't know. Who knows if she actually came to the future again, so they could be able to kill her off, and then Vegeta will get some sort of crazy hyper new transformation or some sort of rage form. But Bulma actually throws a capsule, and you just see this giant cloud of smoke or whatever, capsule smoke, and it's actually an entire garage. Bulma brings out an entire garage for her to work in. And yeah, she just goes to work, and she's just like, all right, dude, let's see what I'm gonna do here to fix this time machine. Good thing I came prepared. So Originally I thought that this was the regular timeline where, and maybe they come back and she's like, crap, dude, you know, which actually that would have made no sense because if the time machine's broken, like how would she go back? But I do not own Carlos Mencia or whatever. But yeah, Bulma's got all these capsules, and who knows what's in those other capsules? Maybe some pretty cool stuff to help Vegeta and Goku power up. That'd be cool. But Bulma's like, yeah, now I can fix this time machine at the speed of light, which is kind of funny. And right as soon as she's about to go to work, Trunks and Mai show up. Trunks, fully healed, probably with a sensu bean, and Mai ready for action, ready to be useful and however she can, ready to just help out her man. So yeah, Bulma's like, oh, Trunks-kun, you're alive or whatever. And she's like, yeah, dude, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so glad. I thought you were dead, but I'm so happy to know that you're alive. She's just so happy to see her future son. And I'm really starting to believe that the reason why Trunks' hair is blue is because if they would have had to make Trunks' hair different types of shadings, right? Because he jumps back from the future and the past, and it would have been pretty expensive to do different shadings for Trunks' purple hair at the same time. Why not just make their hair the same and save money and time that way? But maybe that's a cop out right there. I don't know. But who cares? He looks cool in the blue hair either way. But there's Bulma basically reuniting with her alternate timeline son. Just saying, oh man, I'm so glad you're all right because, I was tripping out. I thought you were, you were done for because Vegeta and Goku said that your ki was low, that you had low ki on the low key. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, nah, Mom, I'm all right. You ain't got a trip. Just chill out. Take your time with the time machine, and I'll help Father and Goku. It'll be all right. So here is the Mafuba jar in pieces. And they got the pieces all laid out over a purple cloth. And maybe they do put the Mafuba jar back together, and maybe they do trap Zamasu inside of it. And maybe he breaks out of it because I guess the seal is kind of broken. Maybe he breaks out through the cracks or something. It'd be cool to see Goku use the Mafuba technique against Zamasu. But if he uses it, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to get out because the Mafuba jar, if they fix it, it's still kind of broken, if you know. But Bulma's thinking like, how can we solve this problem? And she busts out some super glue, and it's just like a thing of super glue, like Bulma's super glue or whatever. And look at it, it's red and black. Ooh, foreshadowing maybe. And it's also white, but we'll see. But yeah, Trunks looks at the super glue and she's like, Mom, really? Come on. Seriously? Like super glue? What are you thinking? What do you think this is? This is why I think Bulma is kind of like a Tony Stark mentality. Iron Man for Marvel. He basically believes that technology is the answer to everything, in magic and mythical stuff is just like a bunch of jargon or whatever. But Bulma doesn't really think that, or she's never expressed that. She's just been more like, oh, technology is the answer to everything. But that's her answer to trying to fix the Mafuba jar. So we flash back over to the fight where Vegeta is just beating the crap out of Black. Glad to see again that Vegeta does get his time to shine, but like I said, I get the feeling that Vegeta he's going to lay the beat down on Black, but then Black is going to, power up again just like he always does. It's like, dude, come on. Like, man, you should know already that you're not going to beat this guy with physical punches, man. Like, Vegeta and Goku should have already recognized that. But it's still nice to see that Black is getting the beatdown that he has always deserved since day one. And it's nice to see, like I said, Vegeta get his time to shine against, at least a copy of Goku. We got to see him get a little bit of time against, when he was copy Vegeta fighting Goku, but yeah, it was what it was. But now we actually see a real full-on beatdown on what looks like Goku by Vegeta. Something that I'm pretty sure a lot of Vegeta fans have always wanted to see. And we may actually see it for real eventually one day. Maybe Vegeta will, maybe there'll be a saga where Vegeta is actually the strongest one and maybe he actually defeats the main villain. But here he is just taking out his frustration, just at the same time telling Zamasu, like, Zamasu, dude, you're just a piece of shit. Don't tarnish our Saiyan cells, saying like, you're just a piece of garbage, stealing a Saiyan body. Like, you don't even know what to do with it. Kakarot's body is forged from, Saiyan tradition. It's a true Saiyan that created that body that you just snatched away. You piece of shit. How fucking dare you defile and disgrace Saiyan cells? And the more he says it, the more Vegeta just gets pissed off. It's just like, he just hates people taking shortcuts, man. Because Vegeta, he is just a pure Saiyan, man. Through hard work and dedication is how Vegeta got to where he's at. If he were to take the boosts that Goku has taken and, the power-ups that he's taken, Vegeta would be insanely strong. But here he is telling Black, like, you're a piece of shit, dude, and I'm going to beat you down, man. And he just starts powering up like crazy, man. His aura just gets like so huge. It's just an immense power, and all Black can do is just lay there and wait for the beatings to continue. So Vegeta powering up a big, giant, devastating punch, and he just goes what seemingly is like full force at Black, and he's just going to punch Black in the gut with all his might. Vegeta is angry, man. Like, you don't just get a Saiyan body and act like you're a Saiyan. And worst of all, you don't pretend like you're Goku. It's like, I'm going to destroy you, man. Like, I can't destroy the real Goku, but I'll definitely destroy a fake-ass Goku.